Ba-ba-bum. All right, time to start. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Oh yeah, I'll be your lawyer, Cecil. I hope you don't mind me only getting your case done like by the skin of my teeth on the third day when everybody's going to die. But it's okay. Who is that? What is this? Who is this? What is happening? That kind of looks like older Maya, but what? Who are you? Okay, well, I pressed B. I'm sorry. I pressed B. You just don't care for dedicated raid schedules? You did for oh yeah. Yeah, no. Understandable. Play Turnabout Memories. Yeah, who is this? What is happening? Unless that's younger Mia. Maybe that's why it's Turnabout Memories. How did I get into this mess? Why? Why did I do that? Yeah, I was about to, well, I know she's got the... I'm sorry. I'm confused. Who are you? That's me. Who's that? That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that, yeah. Phoenix, did you kill a man? Did Phoenix kill a man? Phoenix, you killed a man! It wasn't me. I didn't... What? I didn't do it! What is happening? What? Oh no! 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. Oh wait, this is her second trial. She defended me? Is that what happened? What is going on? Exhausted all your experience options for the day? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you probably did all your beast tribes and stuff. April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Hey, I remember this place. Oh, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. It's fucking that guy! Grossberg! Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning. Nah, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed. Let go of my labels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. Wow, what a freaking dick. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. You just said you're not nervous. Oh, that's right. It's your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I'm Marvin Grossberg. I'm at your services. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. One with your earnest request last night. When you handle this case, you suddenly said, quite forcefully, too. Oh, okay, so now they're trying to avoid things by not making it an actual URL. Wow. Fuck you. First off, get a fucking life. Piece of shit bot trying to sell follows. Whatever. Just so you guys know, both on Twitch and YouTube, don't buy followers. It's stupid. It does literally nothing for you. If you don't have views, it's worthless. Followers are just a fucking number. End rant. I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have. I think. No, dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. He's a dumbass. Oh! Oh no! Ah! I'm such a dumbass! Oh. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Gotta keep smiling, Mia. I just wanted to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine. No problem. Wow, is Phoenix dying? Also, welcome non-hazardous insanity. How are you doing today? Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye? Actually, it's right. Like, the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what the... do I need to, like, put my mask on for this? That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. Yeah, she's not nervous at all. If you're truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. That's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. Show me young Mia! Show me! I mean, I already saw her at the beginning, but I need to see her again for reasons. A milk hangover? Huh. I mean, I've definitely drank too much milk before. That's not fun. And I'm pretty sure everybody has eaten a spider in their life, just so you know. Sorry, people who are scared of spiders. They're very small sometimes, and sometimes things get into your mouth and you don't notice. Like bacteria. It's always there. I'm sorry to break it to you. It's very small. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. First time I appeared in court was a year ago. Phoenix, you look ridiculous. I mean, I guess he always looks kind of ridiculous, but now he looks ridiculous and unprofessional. But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself. April 11th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. You know, I feel like since your account was made yesterday, you're probably a troll account, and I'm sorry to say, but I don't take kindly to trolls unless they troll well. But yeah, no. I've never really wanted to taste a spider because, you know, I'm pretty cool with spiders. They eat bugs. Exactly what they need to do, especially roaches. They can eat all the roaches. And mosquitoes. Mosquitoes suck. Literally and metaphorically. They really do. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. Hey, well, 5 years ago, the judge was still old as shit, so that's a constant. Oh, look at her! Look at her. She's still, wait, she was 27, right? So this would be 22. Dang, she's still super filled out, just saying. The defense is ready, Your Honor. It's what is that? What is that? Oh, he had... Please tell me that by the end of this trial, all of his hair has fallen out except for that back part. Please fucking tell me this. Please. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Ah, fucking pain! The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? God damn it! Yes, well, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Hit him with a whip a few times if you need to. Of course, Your Honor! I'm sorry! My hat fell down. I hit the desk too hard. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. He's flipping his hair! Well, well, well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Stop! Oh, that's lewd. I don't like that at all. I can't stop watching. Please stop, sir. Don't worry, little girl. It'll all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. It's 105 and you got... Oh no! You need an umbrella, Cecil, for that. You need... Just blot out the sun for a bit. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. Come on, Capcom! Why do you do this to me? I'm supposed to respect him because he's dead, but his last name is Swallow. Come on! Did he die from... I bet he died from, like, some kind of strangulation or something. I don't know, maybe. It's very bouncy for some reason. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. Sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Oh no, the umbrella! Power line broke? Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. Then they called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. I only have one picture, but I can already declare he's guilty, because I'm a terrible judge. Very well, the court accepts this photo into the records as evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. The crime took place behind an IVU building. By the way, can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. Or sagacity. I guess sagacity. And the truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. Please don't say that, that's gross. Doug's autopsy report. Date and time of death, 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was fatal electric shock. I am a genteel man, if you will. A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. A perfect opportunity. What was it? The cause. Go on. Please, tell me. Please say that you know at least that much. I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. I read through the file just now, Mia. Don't lie! Oh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Ew, gross. TMI, Grossberg. Now, see here. Details of the cause are filed on the court record. You knew that already, didn't you? The court record. I think I can see that by pressing the R button. All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good, hard look at the data there, and think carefully before you answer, my dear. Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. Can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just pressed the R button here. Yeah, 4/9 at 3 p.m. electric shock. Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? I don't know. Maybe from the broken electrical line you saw clearly in the picture with your dumbass judge eyes, your stupid face, and your beard? Anyway. Did the murderer use some type of super powerful stun gun, perhaps? No, it's in the picture! It's in the picture! Anyway. Wait, can I present evidence? Can I be like, look at the picture, you dumbass? The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. Just show him the fucking picture! Payne with your floppy hair! But before that, there's one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. Yeah, he's a dipshit. That's Winston Payne for you. One smooth operator, if you catch my drift. And he's not smooth, he's a dumbass. His, record is, 0 to 1,000,000. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Wow. Is that really what they call him? I have a feeling that's very untrue. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence? Ah, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and shove it in old Graybeard's face. Yes, sir. Into old Graybeard's face. For my profession, the first time I wore it was a year ago. There's no evidence for bad blood! Fucking, there's nothing! Mr. Grossberg. Try to set a better example for the young lady, and my name is not Mr. Gross. Fucking, Thank you for the follow, non-hazardous. Man, evidence is the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are there as well. Oh yeah, there are profiles. My client, third-year art student. He's an art student? He currently has a cold, and he looks stupid. Phoenix Wright's girlfriend? He had a girl? That mistake got a girlfriend? I'm sorry, I'm technically Phoenix Wright in these games, so that's a rude thing to say, but I wasn't expecting him to have a girlfriend. Oh god, he looks so much like a monkey. Like, even more than usual. A veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence. Oh! Dated the victim, Doug Swallow, until 8 months ago, and she has a normal name, Dahlia Hawthorne. Look at her. Yeah. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with the R button, so be sure to go over it. Go over it all, sorry. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? This girl, Dahlia Hawthorne! Take that! Take that! The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. Well, fuck you. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. It turns out she's the killer. Ah, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Well, yeah. That's not that hard. This judge is very easy to sway. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What, the defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye? It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection. Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh, yes, my name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
No, he means what you do before you were arrested.
Oh, I was a university student.
Mr. Wright, you understand that you're suspected in the death of your fellow student, Doug Swallow.
But I didn't do it! I'm innocent! I tell you I was...
Will the defense please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us? Like he can stop himself. Judge, shut up, you dumb. Nobody likes you. It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor.
Yeah, he's doing his best. The victim and I.
I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
Oh, Phoenix, come on. I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Right, like I said, I'm not a killer.
It's the judge for me, I know. Hi, Chai, how are you doing today? Looks like the judge understands.
Ugh, you're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh? It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be? This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? He's right. It's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. Purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that the testimony just now, that there was a lie? A contradiction? Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. He looks totally truthful right there. You wouldn't do that to me. Would you? Cross-examination. The victim and I. Yeah, you admit you were there. Press! Hold it! When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Actually, I have a better idea. I have this. I have this. I'll just put this. Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway. Make sure you cover your nose, though, when you wear a mask. I'm just not, because I'm not outside, and I'm just doing it for voices. Anyway, PSA. Objection! Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence. Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. A coincidence, huh? Hold it! You say you found the body, so who called the police? Huh? Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police. Other students? That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock. What? Is this true, Mr. Wright? Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body, but I... Yeah, you hardly knew the guy. So, you didn't know his face, or even his name, right? Right, well, no. That is, I mean, So, which is it? Do you know him or not? Now, see here, you can't avoid answering the questions by sneezing all day. Well, I guess I did know his name. News to me. Why didn't he tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly. Who is this Dolly person? You've never used a nickname in your life, have you, G? Ah, yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, I see. Ah, young love. So bittersweet. But that's all I knew about him. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew that guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Man, he's Larry Butts all over again. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well, I'm sorry, I keep picking this up and it's random sides of it on my face. It's okay. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Press! Apparently. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean? Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured out he must love British stuff. You see? It's true. Cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. I mean, salmon's pretty fishy tasting, because, whatever. Why do we have to talk about your fish? Thanks for reminding me that I'm poor and I can't afford salmon all the time, game. May I ask you something, Miss Fay? Yes, Your Honor. What is it now? Who is this person, anyway? This, Union Jack fellow? The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag. Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right? As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Stop buttering up to him. He's an idiot. Tell him he's an idiot. He's gotta learn the hard way. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now? Man, there's a contradiction here. But, Mr. Grossberg? Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean. Okay, Mia, check out the court record carefully. There was no Union Jack on his jacket! Well, my dear, you think you can manage on your own from this point? I can handle it myself. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself. You must have tried to bite up more than you can chew, Mia. I'll be fine. I know what I have to do. Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof. Okay, Mia. One more time. The very beginning of his testimony.
Objection!
Objection! Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning? Shut up and let me talk, Judge! Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me. Mia, you made our cry cry. You made him cry. Sorry. Hey, what's going on, Adventure Kid? Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but, was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know that I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take another photo from, take a look at another photo from the crime scene. It's a different photo. What is this? The victim's hand. It's Cold Killer X. It kills colds good. Get it at your local grocery store today.
Objection!
Objection! Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. What? Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. Order! Order in the court! Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Very well, court will accept them into the record. An adventure kit, in case you're wondering what's going on, this is the third game in the Phoenix Wright series, and it starts off 5 years earlier on Mia's second case, which is defending the idiot known as Phoenix Wright, who is me. No, technically I'm playing as Mia right now, but, you know, yeah. Crime Photo 2 added to the court record. Cold Killer X added to the court record. Found clutched in the victim's hand, covered in Wright's fingerprints. Oh, wait, that's not right. I was about to put my mask back on. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Broken? Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this? This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks, my poor hemorrhoids. Gross! Please stop talking about your ass. This is a court of law. The only ass we're allowed to talk about in the court of law is Mia's, because it's probably awesome. I don't know. She does wear those tight-fitting, like, outfits. Anyway, that's besides the point. What really happened is what we're going for. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 o'clock we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously. Yeah, achoo. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. What really happened? Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never! But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is, can you stop forgetting, you fucking piece of shit? We just said that. It's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart. Oh, what was that for, Mia? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Hey, so you slapped Grossberg? Why? Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. Hold it! Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, right? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him Alchemist of IVU. An alchemist, I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
How fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details? About the pharmacology department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables?
Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. So what was it you were talking about?
You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime.
Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true.
Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there.
Yeah, old girl works for pest for 3 days. So you say you went back?
Yeah, that's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him?
Well, that's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there?
I thought maybe we could make up.
Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh?
I suppose common sense is not always common. Wow, she just called me dumb, and she right. So did anyone else know you were taking the cold medicine?
Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it.
On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Huh? What does that have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Oh, her mini omelets are magically delicious.
Ouch! Why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Mia, are you okay? Did she get mad because people... has she had bad love life stuff? I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death, and then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl. Wow, what a fucking piece of shit! However, there's one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor. How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet. Correct? Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. I don't think I can right now, but we're gonna save the game just in case. I just saved way the whatever. I do have one idea, but it would be impossible to prove it. Mia, my dear, if you have any ideas, now is the time to present them. Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Remember, silence is not golden. In court, anyway. Okay. In that case... Your Honor! Yes, Miss Vey? I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive! Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. God damn, yeah. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Pretty sure it's that. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? You're a dumbass! But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. Shut up! Shut up, Judge! I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon? It's the umbrella! Well, naturally, it's right here. That's... What is that? I mean, I know this judge was born in, like, the 40s when electricity didn't exist, but still. You'd think he'd learned something over the years. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure electricity was around in the 40s. Don't listen to me. A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then the high voltage cable... Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible, just like everything else I've heard. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant! That much is certainly true. Yeah, because Phoenix Wright is like 10 foot tall. It could totally clip that. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. You mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand. But what? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electric cable. Order! That's enough! I think we can conclude that there's no reason to continue with this cross-examination. What, just because he fucking said something that sounds crazy enough to work for you? Is that all you need, Judge? Stick a fork in us, we're done. Mr. Grossberg! My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. That is disgusting, please. Do you have any form of divination that does not involve your ass? I would like to see it. No, I don't actually. That sounds bad. I don't want to see his ass ever, or his hemorrhoids. Please go see a doctor if you have hemorrhoids. Don't let them just do whatever they do. Don't let them do hemorrhoid things to you. Gross. Anyway. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. Rude! No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor! Fuck you! At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. Hold it! Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye? Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Oh no, was Dolly cheating on him? Does Phoenix's sadness never end? Find out right now, as we find out now. Miss Faye, no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end. We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute.
Mr. Wright.
I'll tell you what really happened.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further...
I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault that, shit, I went too fast. Yeah.
That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business! I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying! Yeah, she's cheating. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! I mean, other arm. Oh no, his pompadour's limp. What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
But please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth.
It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Oh, thank you. It's like, oh, you fucked, son. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. Please stop! Why? Grossberg, get out of here! You need to be at the hospital. Why? You nasty, Grossberg. You nasty. When I push the victim.
That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and I gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead.
He pushed him down, but he didn't kill him because if he had died in the photograph from being pushed back, he would have been on his back, not his front. So fuck you, Payne. Bitch ass, pompadour ass, glasses wearing, green suit ass, piece of shit. Anyway. No, Phoenix isn't a murderer. He was just trying to defend his lady, who may or may not be a good person. I don't know. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that. A simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it.
That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Wow, she called me a doofus. I mean, it's okay. She's allowed to do that. She's pretty hot. Actually, no. Sorry. Even if somebody's hot, don't let them walk over you. You deserve respect, too. I say this fully knowing that I was totally okay with Von Karma whipping me after a while. But that's a completely different issue. Miss Faye. Let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's better now, though. It's okay. She's better. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that'll prove it. When I push the victim. So what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you?
He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly! He said that she was a bad girl!
Is that all?
Yep!
Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself. Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is.
Anyway, after he said that, I just...
She's a good girl. Oh, hey, Labrilla, how are you doing? I'm currently defending myself as Mia from 5 years ago. Because apparently, Phoenix Wright and friends cannot stay out of trouble, even in the past. But how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail?
That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. I just gave him a light, gentle shove on the chest.
He's like Dragon Ball Z, he like flies through like mountains and buildings, and Phoenix is just like, ah! Yeah, they're embroiled in a life of crime. It's true. They just can't get out of it. And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen?
Right! There was nothing like that at all!
But is it possible that you merely overlooked it?
Well, I guess it's possible.
What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt. I thought it said cheap eggplant, and I was like, what do steamrollers and eggplants have anything to do with each other? But don't steamroll an eggplant. It's gross and a waste of a good eggplant. Yeah, is that where he studied law in jail? Oh gosh. I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what it was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. Yeah, most of jail. Mostly jail. You're not qualified to decide that. That's true. I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of like the one time I went to ISS for looking up questionable things on a school computer, and I had to read the Texas penal codes. And it's funny because they're actually called penal codes. Penal codes are very serious things, but penal is just a funny word. There's a lot of them. I don't think I'd ever want to get into law. It's terribly confusing. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Ask for more details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. I'll try, Dixies. So try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Aha! Could it have been?
Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us.
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it, and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail. Kinda like the owner. Wow, Phoenix. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now? Well, of course it's important. This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Because if he was laying on the umbrella wouldn't have been over to the side, and he also would have been laying on his back while he was dead, but he was not on his back, he was on his front, and therefore, Phoenix didn't kill him. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. Now perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. Shut up, you. The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. So, Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella. Are you certain of this?
Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself.
That's stealing. The umbrella, you mean?
Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing the sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love.
She's gonna slap Grossberg again. She slapped him again. Oh, my stomach is not used to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia. I'm so sorry. I just felt sick to my stomach. Continue on with your testimony, witness. Hold it! After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away?
Yeah, I did. I admit it. I was furious.
You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition.
Well, yeah. But like I said, I got worried about him later.
Hold it. At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime?
Nope. Nobody.
Jeez, could that stupid cop possibly sound any phonier? In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer. Unless we can find something that shows his innocence from that testimony, my dear. I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever. Yes, sir. Right now I need more info. Info that'll help me turn up some contradictions. I like when you go back every time it makes the noise. I'm sorry, I gotta stop that. Yeah, because he's like way the hell over there. But the umbrella is indeed broken. Oh, I bet when he shoved him, that's when he dropped the bottle, and the guy was gonna bring him the bottle, which is why he had it. But then he got shocked to death. Oh, that was right. Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is right. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning?
Come on, if I had mentioned that.
I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. Well, what do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right! The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No! Yeah, fuck you, Payne. Order! The victim, he moved. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want it presented as evidence immediately. Owned by the victim, found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
Objection!
No, bitch, he was on top of it. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. But I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest staff remains, I cannot render final judgment. That's the smartest thing he said all year. No! Fuck you, Payne. I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Phoenix's testimony, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. Well done, Mia. My hemorrhoids, thank you. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. I don't know if you're supposed to say that in court. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess, you have another witness. Exactly, and this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. That's a thing. That's a word. That's a word. Well, who is this witness? Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. What? That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. She's the murderer then! I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Huh. Whew. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. April 11th, 11:52 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Yeah, well, he could have just said that instead of doing a stupid long word. Why does English have so many stupid long words? Like anti-disestablishmentarianism. That's a real word. Yeah. Miss Faye. Oh, sorry. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's all right. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. Can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? How long have you been going out? How much would it take for you to break up and get with a hot, mysterious lawyer lady? Just asking for a friend. Sure, no problem. Dolly and we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. What? Oh, look at her. Actually,
I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. Soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this.
It's evidence, I bet. Also, welcome, Rubik. How are you doing? I mean, not quite. He has a cold. So he's trying to be courteous.
So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with the memories of my darling little Dottie.
It certainly is a little bottle, all right.
It makes me so happy I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world.
A small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Dahlia's present borrowed from Phoenix Wright. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating?
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What? What? Is it? What?
What a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Oh no, passed up.
Huh? Yeah, it was, but how did you...
This happened on August 27th, right here, in this courthouse.
Oh, what's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse.
Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that.
Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
There's always connections. An article from 8/28, almost 8 months ago. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. Okay, what is this? Murder in the courthouse? Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. I bet there's poison inside of that tiny little bottle. I need to finish this myself.
Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, looks like the recess is about over. We'd better all get moving.
I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. It seemed a lot less than 20 minutes to me. To be continued. Intrigue in the very first case. Okay, it's kind of weird because the music in the first and the second game were the same for saving and all that, but it's completely different in the third game. Okay, there we go. You guys ready to learn the truth? I hope so. Because I'm ready to learn the truth. Actually, it wasn't? Yeah, 43. No, that was like a 30-minute recess. That wasn't a 20-minute recess. Or maybe it was 11:53. It might have been 20. I might just be... Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. This next person who is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. Oh, look at her. She's adorable and a murderer. Why are there fucking butterflies? What? What? What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Wow, fucking judge. can't believe he actually said that. Why? Oh, now then, witness, could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous. This judge is creepy! Ew, he gross! If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. Oh, come on. I will bash them with my gavel! I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Her eyes are kind of terrifying to me, actually, because they've got that scribble on them. No, not at all. It was nothing. We may move on now. What is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Wow, she doesn't even have a milkshake. She's so small. It's like, it's not even a milkshake, it's just milk. And it's fat-free milk at that. I don't know if that's actually a term, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to be insulting, but she's just a little girl who apparently must be defended, according to these guys. Sir? Is there something I can help you with? You go on in and say whatever's on your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't hurt anyone. I just know it, Feeny. You fucking kidding me? Yes, I can see why you'd say that. She's going to be a tough witness, all right. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. What I witnessed. I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. What are we, 5? That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities. I don't know what to say. According to you, Ms. Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth. But I would never... That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Tee, you haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey. What? What? What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before. Once. Oh, is that why she's been so, like, vomity every time Phoenix is like, we're so in love? In the courtroom before. She's a murderer. Poison. She did it. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again, Madam Fey. Ugh, madam. No one's grandma yet, girly. Yeah, fucking leave her alone. She's a spring chicken. I hate the fact that there are constantly butterflies around here. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeny, Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry. Oh, how wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. That's supposed to be poetry. Sounds more like a midlife crisis. Damn, Mia. You on fire.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. I believe everything you say. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. How else would you enter? Teleportation? Ah! Oh man, Mia, she on fire.
Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building.
Hold it.
So who is this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry, Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago.
So what were Dougie, Mr. Swallow, and Mr. Wright talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Fuck you, you dumb fucking dickbags.
Why am I being demonized here?
Please, go on. What did you see next?
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie.
Repress her for no good reason. I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony? Show contradiction, duh!
Mia is the best. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never!
Ms. Faye, I will not allow you to badger this witness! I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting, Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was shown on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. It didn't look like they were fighting. I didn't hear anything unusual either.
So then, what did it look like they were doing to you?
I thought they were having a nice friendly afternoon conversation.
Oh, give me a break.
That's why I really wasn't watching them at all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Oh, you're gross.
You nasty.
Everybody nasty except Mia. Mia's innocent. But everybody else, they nasty. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. So then, oh wait, I already did that. Sorry. Whoops, let's press the previous.
You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
Yes, that's right. When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs.
That's a terrible way to put that!
Please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on.
The students knew what was going on? Push for details!
But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just they all seemed kind of excited about something.
Doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students. So, did the students call the police? Yes, I was just so... I was so panicked. Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear. That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie. She knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Right. Yes, that's got to be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeny, I'm Mr. Right, is... Oh, whoops, I already did that. I think I pressed everything. Yeah, how else would you tell me? I feel like it would be the electrical cable? Oh no, the music didn't stop. The witness's testimony right now is... It has to be, right? I knew it. Fuck! Ass tits! Okay, it's not that. Fuck. Oh, wait. The umbrella? Is this... Don't ask me, you're the one who's supposed to... Fuck! Because I thought she said no sound. Ah, I'm doing terrible. Yeah, this isn't going smoothly. Hell, behind over you, the watch stopped. X. It's broken. Unless, oh, maybe... Damn it! I hate the fact that it's not the umbrella itself, but the testimony about the umbrella. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but sometimes it's a little... The lines are not so clear. You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. Huh. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I like how her fingers are raised a little bit too, like she's like, I fucking gotcha! I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. Ah! Yeah, fuck you, Paige. May I have a moment to answer? But by all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I wasn't there. I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time. Of fucking course. Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered? The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all. Wait a second, Mia. The testimony just now, she said something that could totally change this whole case. Your Honor! There is a problem with the witness's testimony. Sorry, I keep like slapping the table. I'm just glad that since my camera is mounted on the wall, every time I slap my desk, it doesn't shake the camera anymore. So I can slap my desk as much as I want. Unless it breaks, then I can't do that. I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right?
Now is not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fay.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
I must admit the thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? Like, very few. He's got some slow synapses. This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered, but that very premise itself is mistaken. Or premise. Whatever caption. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt.
It appears the defense might be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental?
All right, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty now if you don't mind. I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fay. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were
no lightning strikes on that day on that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Mr. Payne? What is this evidence?
This affidavit.
And who is this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to you the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on a high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying the equipment lost power because... Precisely, they lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break. The old power cable broke due to some sort of impact on 4 night at 2:55 p.m. However, there's one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Fay, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor, I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? I feel like it was her. Is using a DSLR for streaming good? Yeah, it is. I don't have a DSLR. That's what that goal is for. Up there. Sorry, I don't know how to point at things. Like, I have seen people that use like a Sony A3000 or A6000, and it looks very crisp and very good. In fact, my good friend Mr. Scoop uses one, and it looks very good. And granted, I'm using a Hero 7, and the detail is pretty good, but it's still, this is more of a wide-angle camera meant for, like, fast motion and outdoor stuff. So it's not perfect, it's still way better than what I had before, and it runs at 60 FPS. But
if you want to get like true 4K or like the highest quality, the best thing to go with is a DSLR because of the fact that you can change the lenses. Because that's what makes the difference. Like having a lens for up close and seeing all the detail. You know, like I said, this has a lot of really good detail and it captures things quite well, but it's still not technically made for this kind of interaction. It's more for, like I said, outdoor stuff, time-lapse stuff and all that. Even the ones, yeah, no, that's what you'd want is a true DSLR. Or like the Sony is a mirrorless one that works just as well. It's also much smaller. The mirrors work. It's just you're gonna need a good stand because mirrored DSLRs tend to be fairly large and bulky. So you want a stand that can hold them well. But yeah, because you can get the smaller lenses that are good for just like your office area. Like you don't need one of like the long ass zoom lenses if you're gonna be like 3 feet away from it at all times. But yeah, that's why I have that goal, and that's the be-all and end-all. Like, I do like this camera, and it's gonna open up a lot of things, but at the end of the day, the highest quality I'd be able to get would be from a DSLR, or from, like, a mirrorless camera. Yeah, well, tripods, it's true, but the way my setup is, like, my camera is literally, like, 3 inches from the wall. It's actually mounted on the wall right now. It's not so easy to get a tripod that's, like, that small to hold something that big. I'd have to move my desk away from the wall or have like a helpful like boom arm or something like that. So that's the thing, because like I said, DSLRs are fairly heavy. Like my camera isn't a DSLR. This is like a mock DSLR, but it's still pretty hefty. Like I'd need to make sure that it was held up well, basically. Because I've thought about it before, and I was thinking about using that camera, but unfortunately, there isn't a clean input. Like, you notice the input for this is clean, because it doesn't show, like, date, time, anything like that, when I switch to camera mode. Like, it's clean. Also, I realized I accidentally shut off the game. Don't worry about it. But yeah. Like, you can see the detail in this is quite good, but it could be better if it was focused, like, specifically on me, for, like, podcasts and stuff like that. Like a DSLR probably still is the best. And honestly, it's better to get a good DSLR than to pay for a really expensive webcam, because a good DSLR can be used for many things. A good webcam can literally just be used with your computer. So, yeah. That's probably the best thing, really, is DSLR for streaming and stuff. No, well, a lot of DSLRs have... Like, even my camera has a, like, they have HDMI ports and stuff. And it's got an HDMI port and also a charge port. So you'd just have to make sure that your camera was constantly hooked up to a power source. I mean, you could run it without the power source, but it would die fairly quick because cameras aren't really meant to run for that long with, like, video and stuff like that unless you have backup power. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, even what I'm using right now, the Hero, it currently has a micro HDMI and a USB-C hooked into it to make sure that it's running the video and also so it stays charged. I'm gonna say... It's Dahlia. This is it! This is why the cable snapped! But the thing is, you need to make sure it also has a clean output where you can get rid of all of, like, the timestamps and stuff. Otherwise, it's just gonna look kind of funky. Well, Your Honor, I believe that the only thing that has snapped is the mind of the defense. Ah, that was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor. Ugh, ouch, that was harsh. Please, Your Honor, give me one more chance. Well, then let's hear it. Who or what? Damn it, so it wasn't her. Could have bumped it. Boom, ba-da-ba. Yeah, I mean, I checked my local pawn shop. They really didn't have a lot going on. From some kind of impact. It couldn't have been... Could it have been him? Okay, no. What the fuck? Well, what else is there? Ah! What the fuck? I mean, I'm glad it's not hurt. Like, it couldn't. Because that would be bad if he was the one who caused it to snap. The fuck? Yeah, some sort of. But from fucking what? Like, there's nothing else in the picture. What? Am I just gonna have to, like, run through everything? Because I really don't fucking know, like, what the hell else. Like, he... Because he fell on top of his umbrella, but that wouldn't have done it. Or what? Like the fucking students? Oh! What the fuck? There's like not very much evidence! Is it fucking Phoenix? Oh, okay. Fuck, sorry. He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds about right. Wait, are you saying that the lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline? In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Yeah, but that's bad! Isn't that bad? Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted. Objection! I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. Okay, so... What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into the pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense, and then the victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground here. Yeah, fuck you, man. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order! Order in the court! Ah, the lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. It's true, the defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have. Mr. Judge, sir? May I say something? No. The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them. What? What the? Really, bitch? Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time, please? Mr. Judge? Of course it's all right. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. Yeah, crazy crackpot. Ugh. What I witnessed, part 2. The truth is, Feeney pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Feeney caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. That's when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Feeney, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Fucking shut up, dumb piece of shit. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination. What I Witnessed Part 2. Miss Hawthorne, previously in her testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know, I'm sorry, I wanted to protect Feeny. So that's why you basically lied to the court? I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge? Yes? Would you please forgive little old me? Ah, of course he won't! What he did is perjury! Oh, come on now, it's just a little old white lie. Shut up, you dumb bitch! Well, forget it this time. Please be more careful from now on, alright? This guy sucks. Fucking get him out of here. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Not at all! Judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. Whoa! So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold. What? Miss Faye, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness. I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Cheer them on? What do you mean by that? Well, I wish the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all. What? That's very sweet to be so supportive. What? No! What? No! And what happened after that? But Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket? No, there weren't. Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? Ugh! Fuck you! The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away. That's understandable. Yes, indeed, it would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. If I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. Didn't have much time to come up with her lies, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. Happened in less than a minute. Wait, that's 12. 3. Oh, there's no way, because the watch would have broke! And it's 3:05! Yeah, 3:05.
Objection!
Bitch, please, don't lie to me! I'm Mia. I'm a lawyering machine. Lawyering. Whatever. Thanks, captions. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point, Miss Faye? Shut up, Judge! I'll talk to you when I'm fucking done explaining this, you dumbass! Hey, what's going on? Welcome on in, Ooh. My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Arrgh! Yeah, you dumb bastard! Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. Intrigue! This is nonsense. The real murderer...
Objection!
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? No, I think I figured, I was like, hair, and then I was like, you're probably not hair. There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer? Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer? Yeah, we are. It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we're ready. Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now then, Miss Faye, who's the real killer? Fuck! I accidentally showed my badge! Fuck! I made a mistake! You dumb bastard! Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was pressing buttons. Fuck. It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. Well, how can you? The defense is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Ms. Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you. Dang, well, spoiler alert. And you can't be the killer. You haven't testified yet. Order, Miss Faye. What? I mean, why? That is to say... Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Ah! Not the butterflies again. How could you say something so mean, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything. Miss Faye, this is a very serious... Phoenix, no, you dumb! You dumb! No, please don't defend her. Oh, man. Your Honor, please, I have something I wanted to say. You, what is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Fucking Phoenix, you dumb. Everybody's dumb. Everybody dumb. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That would be a twist if she was just like, I did it. Whatever, guys. Mr. Wright, go get back to your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Ah! Leave my Dolly alone. Okay, come on, Phoenix. That boy got himself in way over his head. No, Mr. Grossberg, you're back. Oh no, I played the first 2 games already. That's why I'm working on the 3rd one, but still, he is much dumber than normal. Seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. Found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. The report on the incident 8 months ago. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. What's it say? Incident overview. Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria. Date, time, August 27th, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armando, age 28. Occupation, lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne, age 19. I knew it was fucking poison! The poison's in the little vial! Oh! Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. because she gave the fucking evidence to Phoenix and dodged that bullet. What a crazy, crazy lady. You better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Whoa! She killed her boyfriend! Well, she had a boyfriend before Phoenix, who never was technically her boyfriend, but probably really wished he could be. But, you know, it's whatever. Wow! Why is everybody having, like, love troubles? Maybe that's why she's so mad. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Oh, well, really, Your Honor, May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Nah, don't you worry, my dear. I have this situation well in hand. Go right ahead. Madam Fay, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying that you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry, please go ahead. I don't know. They just won't go away. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear. I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. But further testimony? What about? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could that possibly have to do with this case? The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, has a very good reason. Very well, then the court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. How I Met My Feeny. I hate that so much. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey that we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. I hate it. Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. Now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. That sounds terrifying. Shouldn't it be Phoenix? Yeah, but they did an F for whatever. I don't know. I'll say Sultan4587. Thank you so much for the follow. So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow? And ooh, thank you so much for the follow. All you need is a power adapter and you can have your Nikon D5100 constantly have power. Nice! Yeah, that's the big thing that people usually need for stuff. Does it have a clean output? Because that's the big thing, is a clean output and a constant power supply, and then hooking up to your computer is pretty easy. You can actually buy really cheap, like, adapters online. Like, I have the Elgato, goddamn, the camera capture thingy, because I was like, I might as well. But I also had a couple of like cheaper ones that worked out okay. Like I was using one earlier, but this one actually runs at 60 FPS instead of 30, which actually makes a pretty big difference. Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself. No, look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. You are, which is bad, because you're a fucking judge, and you don't do that when you're a judge, because that's bad judging. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Maybe you should look for a different line of work. Yeah, exactly. Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judgini. Really? Yeah, it's like we were destined to meet. Whatever. Courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. Yeah, Judge fired, exactly. And he never did. I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. This has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case. I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. Now, keep pressing, I know. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well, young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do research for a paper I was writing. What paper? Bring in a new judge? I don't know. They love this judge too much to kill him, I think. You were writing a paper? On what? On the relationship between modern Senryu poetry and the criminal underworld. That's the stupidest thing I've heard in my life. That sounds like a fascinating research idea. No, that's the dumbest shit ever. Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Again with the midlife crisis stuff. Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Is that what you wanted to know? Speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear, so be sure to read carefully. No, you hadn't, you crazy crackpot bitch. Bum, bum, bum. Maybe you were at the courthouse because of this. Actually, let's save first in case I'm wrong, because I'm already hurting pretty bad. That's not what I wanted to do. God damn it, I have way too many save files. Son of a bitch. Objection! Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? This game, America found out a cure for the common cold? They did. The cure for the common cold is Cold Killer X, available right now at a retailer near you. Cold Killer X kills colds dead. That's what they said earlier. Anyway. You mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Order, order, order! But this is unbelievable. If it's true, then the loveliest rose can hide thorns. Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see. Okay, I've tied the true crimes together. Yeah, that's not fair. It's a court case, exactly.
I've just got to stay on the offensive.
Well done, Mia. Oh, you've really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks.
I never want to say that ever again in my life. I am sorry. What is wrong with this man?
I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids.
Okay, that doesn't help. Stop it. Just stop it, please. No. This man is disgusting. Your hemorrhoids are not the ones in the fucking witness stand. Grosberg, he did something. The poisoning. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. You seem to know a fucking lot about that poison. So that's what happened here 8 months ago. However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne. But I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today, and apparently up Grossberg's ass, where his hemorrhoids are. That's where he hides his tricks. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. Not the hemorrhoids. That's disgusting. He needs to go to the doctor. Darn! What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? She's powering up!
Mia, you're glowing with the true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence. Absolutely smashing. I can't stand like that anymore on account of my hemorrhoids.
Yeah, he really does love his floppy hair. What were you talking about with the defense attorney? Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential. According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case. The lawyer that was killed, he said he wanted to talk about the incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why don't you tell us all what that incident was?
That has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record. Fuck you! You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne? Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign. Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you!
You heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady.
Oh, Feeny, please.
Ugh! Those two really are making me ill. Albeit for decidedly different reasons.
I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened.
When what happened?
How long were you gone?
It's like a stress trigger or something. Yeah, where he just flops his hair, yeah.
I've already answered all those questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes. And where were you during that stretch of time?
Using the toilet?
What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little Dolly doesn't poop!
You heard it from Phoenix Wright. He always tells the truth. This lady doesn't shit.
You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time, you dumbass! Oh, Feeny, please. I shit all the time.
The police have already looked into this whole matter. She doesn't shit.
This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time. There's conclusive evidence that she doesn't shit. Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony about not shitting.
Sorry. That was a lot of shit.
From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. That's oddly specific!
About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drop says it's half a fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. So it's about 2/3 of that amount. Huh. The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison.
Hold it!
Special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect. Oh? Where would something like that come from? I'm sorry, all I know is that I overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it. Chemical processes? Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that? If her boyfriend was a pharmaceutical tech man and knew about making things like that, then maybe she asked him to make poison for her and he did it because fucking whatever. The verdict! She doesn't shit! He just smacks his gavel and it like goes across the screen. Not shitting. Not shitty! We did it! Blew this case right up! But not the toilet, because she don't shit in there. She don't shit at all. Yeah, you wouldn't get... Yeah, is that right? And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison? I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye. She's right, and I think we've had enough of Miss Faye's questions. So, in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison. And all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Great. Now, just how did a literature student get a hold of poison of all things? The only way! We're gonna save, but I know the answer. Objection! You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had an easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. The same lab where he concocted a drug that made it so that you no longer had to shit. He didn't share it with anybody, though, before he died. So sorry, guys. All the rest of you still gotta shit like anybody else. But boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. Yeah, they hate tables. They slap them so much. What did they do? They also hate trees. Because trees get turned into tables. Sorry, trees. You had a good run. But attorneys hate you. That's right. Yeah. She's dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have attained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at this very table. You. No! Order! Could it be? That's nothing but a baseless May I say something, Madam Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. Well, yes, that's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right, they even mentioned it in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. Proof? got me good with that, but I have proof! I have proof! Provide some evidence or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're gonna lose this lead. The police conducted a full body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. Yeah, exactly. I didn't do it because I'm a little girl and I cry. No, fuck you. You crazy. Going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder. Then where's the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it? You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So the defendant was this witness's accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. What? But that's... That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye, you dumb fuck you, judge! The day the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright 8 months ago, August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Hey, Dorgville, welcome. Yes, I have been having a blast so far, and we're not even done with the first trial. But yeah, Dez also said this is the best of the series, and I've been enjoying it so far, because I get to play as young Mia Fey, who is still hot. Although Phoenix is a dumbass. Yeah, Judge proceeds to chug it. Here, be like, sir, we need you to test this for poison. Drink it, quick. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. We also learned, Dorgville, that Dahlia Hawthorne does not shit. Words from Phoenix Wright himself, and we all know that Phoenix Wright would never lie. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away. What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, of course she doesn't shit. I mean, I don't know. You know what? I've had girlfriends before, and sorry, ladies, without naming any names, they do indeed shit, just like anybody else. It's okay. We all shit. You know what? I shit too. You guys shouldn't be ashamed of shitting, because shitting is a natural part of being a person. Although I kind of wish we didn't have to, because it's gross, but everybody shits. It's fine. We're all in this world together. This big old shit-filled world. Anyway, I think it's about time. Somebody's gonna go nuts. No! Ah! Okay, it's crying time. That was beautiful. Thank you. We're all in this together, guys. Don't worry. And then there's IBS. Yeah, I'm sorry, anybody who has that. That shit sucks. Literally. Order in the court.
Objection!
Phoenix, shut your fucking whore fucking Phoenix mouth. On behalf of Dolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her! Man, you dumb bitch. You dumb bitch, Phoenix. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Whoa! It's just gonna show Phoenix's face and it's gonna be like, you died. Because he just fucking died. She just murdered him. Mia is a murderer and she killed Phoenix Wright with her cutting commentary. Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is... Dahlia Hawthorne was not, and is not, madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Yeah, I don't know. You probably just throw out the whole thing. Throw out the whole court. Throw out Mia. As much as I love her, if she said that, burn everything down. Make a brand new game. This one's done. Oh, wait. Yeah, back in there in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying! But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you.
No! That's a lie!
Eek! Damn, he dead. Mia, are you all right? The defendant's getting away, guilty. Bailiff, after him, hurry! Oh God. Mia, are you all right? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? Looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no! What is it? The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone! What? That's terrible! Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. The only thing that could have saved him. What blazes are we supposed to do now? I don't know. Alright, man up. Yeah, he needs to stop. Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. No. I'm sorry. I'm afraid your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
It's okay, just give back the necklace. I ate it. Oh my God! Phoenix, you're gonna fucking die! You what? You ate it? Oh no!
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but yeah. Oh! No!
What? What? What is he doing now? Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright! Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. It seems that the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly, that bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination. So it would seem. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. There, it's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough! Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is everything.
Ugh. Even after I proved so much, is she going to get away with everything?
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial. Hold it! I need to shit!
Mr. Wright! I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down.
Spamming it's so good. Yeah! I think I talked to you about it before, because somebody had brought up Persona. Yeah, but Persona 4 is fantastic. Persona 5 is definitely superior, like, graphically, and just, like, overall there's more to do. But Persona 4 is a fucking good game. It's a great game. Especially, now that it's on PC, you guys should check it out. It's really good, if you like RPGs and stuff. It's pretty slow for, like, most of them start off kind of slow because there's a lot, like, of story that goes in, and then once you get into the meat of the story, you can start doing your own thing. Then it picks up. You want to try the rainy... Oh, God, I would too. I would love to eat that much meat in, like, one sitting and possibly not die. I know you believed in me, yeah, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallow.
Okay, that girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Don't talk bad about her, it's none of your business. Oh, hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. You continue to see her, it's gonna be a bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing that happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Yeah, 6 pounds of food? Yeah. Phoenix and the prosecutor are simps, exactly. If you breathe, you a simp. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous.
There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there! Dolly was right there! She was crouched down next to him.
I know, he was fucking Super Saiyan right there.
What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, this is... the defendant is...
Miss Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent.
So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago, too, huh? You put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye, she was gonna kill Phoenix! You're so certain of your theory, let me ask you this. Yeah, this is your last chance, think carefully now. Anyway, oh yeah. You need all the skills. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore... Exactly who is Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill? Fucking Phoenix! There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was... Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Me?
That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. But how could that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. Sorry, Phoenix. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. But even so, why? Why would she go so as far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be! It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean, that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true!
Huh. Feeny, what a joke you are. Oh, she looks like a straight up bitch now. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. Miss Hawthorne? Appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine, I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that, but first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Ugh. Well, can we postpone this trial for about 5 hours? Don't worry, we know Phoenix Wright does indeed shit. Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face? Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you? Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? Hey, avoided cat. Ugh! With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind. But we're not finished. Fine, then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. Hold it! I am not a hag, and I'm gonna murder you. After we get you guilty. Can't let her get away this time. Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you'll get a hemorrhoid. You can pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. Phoenix Wright does eat shit. Yeah, he shits and he eats shit, apparently. Like, all the time. The ultimate price? You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. No, I like it! It looks really good! On my collar. You'd better think this over carefully, Miss Faye. No, I mean, she is Miss Bay, but her name is Miss Faye. Whatever, captions. Or should I say, Miss Gray? Rude, you dumb bitch! Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Double murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Impossible! You can't possibly. Huh. Stupid woman. Is it the opinion of... It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one? If you're unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. I understand, Your Honor. I can just imagine the headline for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets a chance to soar. She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there. Well then, Miss Fay, please present your evidence. Show the court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright. Take that! Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. Kills colds dead. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony.
But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us.
How romantic. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and his victim were arguing about, and cut the electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly under wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying the bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they search me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. She had, in this case, Doug Swallow. Huh. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? The stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? Ah! Ah! She gave her the big old bottle of dumb bitch juice. And she's gonna drink it all up. If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Ah! The butterfly's burned! Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? She burned the butterflies. That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Oh, this is a precursor to second trial, isn't it? Where she's gonna fucking try to... Ah, Maya, you're in trouble again! You're always in trouble! Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay? Huh? Why? Yes? I'm gonna go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Yeah, double homicide, isn't that, like, pretty fucking serious? Gosh, goddamn. Whew. It's finally all over. I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim. What's going on, Showtime? But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I'm Winston Payne, and I don't believe one word this rookie lawyer has said. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said... There. It's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. It was very good. The battle system is still something that I'm kind of not about, but everything else about it was very good. The graphics, the music, the writing. The writing is always very, very good in those games. So if she's trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in there, right? You see, yes. And here comes the back pedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? And then he passes out. Yeah! My hair! It's my beautiful hair! No! No! Get fucked, Payne! I knew his hair was gonna recede during this trial. I'm so happy now. Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Ha ha! Look at him! Yes, Your Honor, I'll file papers for her immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the beginning. Fuck you, Judge! You needed some eye candy, you piece of shit, pervert. Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor? Was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other? You are fucking dumb as shit. Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. Very well. Mr. Payne. This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter. Appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true. My dear Dolly! Oh, very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Yay, we did it, everyone! Yay! Phoenix is an idiot, but he's not guilty. This court is adjourned. April 11th, 3:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were gonna explode like Mount Vesuvius. That is the most disgusting thing ever. What is wrong with this man? I hate it so much. Who wrote this? Who? Mr. Grossberg, do you, maybe think you could stop talking about them? Yeah, Mia, thank you. Oh, Mia, you're such an angel. Make him go to fucking the doctor and do something.
That's rather rude.
No, you're disgusting.
But anyway, this case really made me think about my hemorrhoids a lot. What does it really mean to have a relationship with mutual trust with a client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers have lost sight of this.
Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations.
Thanks. I was thinking...
Go on.
The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand! I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something.
Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. I mean, look at me. I'm hot and also available and ready to take you on under my wing. Those are 3 very good things.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably for the best.
Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little.
But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up.
Oh, what kind of company does this guy keep? You know? Oh, wouldn't you like to know, Mia? Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department.
Well, yeah, I am.
But there's a friend of mine that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time. I see. Say, Miss Faye?
A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Yeah. Larry being a friend that answers a lot of questions. Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure.
I hope.
I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. Little did we know of what would come to pass. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now, but even so, I can hear her in my mind. Oh. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to our words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. Episode 1, Turnabout Memories, the end. Yay! We did it. A brand new, oh, now we finally see that guy with the weird fucking helmet in long nose, bro, and whoever the fuck that is. The stolen turnabout. Oh, and then I saw Maya and Co. Da, 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 da. The time is 1 a.m. Beep! 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 What are we playing, Mario Kart? Mario Kart time? What the fuck is this? Detective, we made it! Ugh, what a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Gumshoe! You said it, pal. Must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double check? Oh no, the gem is gone! Ah, we've been had! Mask to mask, salutations! Out front, guards! Turn on the searchlights! Better luck next time, gentlemen. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. He's going back to his home, the moon. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. What is happening? Okay, so... Wow, that guy flew to the moon. That's cool. Oh yeah? October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey, Nick, get a load of this! Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. Clean toilets are helpful, Maya. Just not for Dahlia, because remember, Dahlia Hawthorne does not shit. What are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. The big time? What do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are, don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Hurley, of course. Oh, okay, cool, whatever. Thanks for leaving me out. Why are you even talking to me? Let me clean a toilet in peace. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this, some kind of poster? Oh no. Oh no, the Ami! The Ami jar that's super fucking broken. Karain Village, isn't that... That's right, it's our hometown. Hurley and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Very funny. You can laugh all you want, but you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Karain exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? You look exactly the same as usual. Heh, same Maya, different day. Yeah. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor, also the considerably not quite as hot one, but it's okay. Give her time to grow. I first met her 2 years ago. Oh yeah, let's bring the downers. Bring on the downers. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this office afloat from behind the scenes, and also getting into trouble every game. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. She also thinks that me and Maya are a thing, which we totally aren't, and that's don't. Karain Village is the home of the mysterious Karain channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Karain School of Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. Earth to Nick, how long are you gonna make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head out on out. Treasure exhibit poster added to the court record. October 11th, 7:18 p.m. Lordly Taylor. Main exhibit hall. Lordly Taylor. Lordly Taylor, the city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Oh, dang, that's fan. Wow, this is awesome! Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Bay Manor storeroom. Oh, the one that has the bullet hole in it? Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. All right, I guess we should go and say hello. Calling it right now, the Phantom Thief Man is the owner of the exhibit because why the fuck not? What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. Friendship. Something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is, right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll bet it would really take your breath away. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed on it. It's Gumshoe. No, Gumshoe is pure. Gumshoe is too pure for this world. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English, 108 Ways to Save Money. I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. I think I remember this old folding screen here. Pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence in that murder case that happened in Karain Village. This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The 6-leaf Karain sacred writings folding screen. If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? They're just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures, too? Of course they are! This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be treasure is age? No wonder nobody likes museums. Wow, Phoenix. What a dick. Oh, Mr. Maya, look! I can't believe it! Ah, it's so cute. It's a little diorama of the Karain Village. Yeah, look at that. But somehow it seems to reek of dreariness. Oh, Mystic Maya! It's your house! It even says Fey Manor on it! Aye, you're right! I kinda wanna add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. I guess we'll go, Basement warehouse. Are we gonna get murdered? Brr! October 11th, Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, all right. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Right. Ah! A monster! You were right! Huh? A monster? Ah! It's Adrian! Adrian! Yeah, Maya has a lot of urges. She likes to steal. She likes to eat. I think that's her personality, actually. Stealing and eating. Oh, and being wowed by celebrities. Good evening. It's good to see you again. You! I know you! Nice to see you again, too, little miss. Ah! Hello! Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. Well, the only thing that changed is I think her outfit changed to black instead of blue, but whatever. Yeah, the really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. Aha! I've got it! Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like, maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something? I kind of doubt it. If it actually says hamburger, I'm gonna scream. Aha! I've got it! Maybe it's for... It said spaghetti. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think? Oh, yeah, okay to me. Besides, spaghetti's the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take pictures of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say. The only cure is more cowbell. Wait, computer. This computer looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what. I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. Well, kind of, I guess. I forget this came out in a time when technology was different. A ladder! Oh, it's time for the age-old tradition of figuring out if it's a ladder or a stepladder. It's a stepladder. Look, a ladder! That's a stepladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? Because you have! Because the Fae folk, have no respect of stepladders. That's why. Sorry, just very, very passionate about ladders and stepladders and the differences therein. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? It looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Really? Let's go in. I want to take a look. Oh, I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in there. Did you hear that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel. Why are you telling me that? Why are you so happy about that? Okay, I think that's everything. So, let's talk to, there. Really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? What relationship do you have to her? Is she having your babies? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up. That's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you, the Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? And after that, I quit being manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us... No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Oof, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! Yes, I did! That's really wonderful! So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there's some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, please. Oh, please God, no. Please God, no! It's Wendy Oldbag! Of course it is! There's nobody else! She's not highly trained! She's a dumbass! She's too old! Put her out of her misery! Get Gumshoe on the case! You know what? Just don't even have guards at that point. I'm sorry. A poster. I wanted to do something nice for you and your friends, Mr. Wright. So that's why you arranged this exhibit. I knew that Karain Village was the hometown of your assistant, Maya. I thought it would be great to let the rest of the world know about it, too. It's not exactly thanking me, per se, is it? Maybe, but who'd want to see an exhibit on the treasures of Phoenix Wright? I guess I can't argue with that one. Yes, back to the main exhibition hall. What the fuck else is there? He looks kind of different. Is his hair... Maybe it's because we're seeing him from the front. He looks... I don't know. Me, what more can I say? This is my 3rd year as a young, but skilled lawyer. Maya's older sister and my eternal mentor in life and law. Passed away 2 years ago. My assistant and a disciple in the Karain tradition of spirit channeling. She likes to eat. Maya's cousin and channeling prodigy. She has amazingly powerful spiritual abilities. Head of planning, promotion, and security of the treasures Karain. I finally managed to put the events of 7 months ago behind me. I really love the work that I'm doing now. Honestly, I owe it all to you, Mr. Wright. Oh, it was nothing. And to this little girl, too. Thank you for saying so. Maya, you were stuck in a basement. I guess I wasn't much help, was I? No, that's not true. You were all a big help to me. Oh, God. She shouldn't take it so personally. It's not like she was exactly free to help. Okay. What the fuck else do you want me to do? You've certainly changed since I last saw you 7 months ago. Really? Yes, you look like you've bulked up a little. Well, now that she mentions it, I guess I have gotten a little stronger. You're such a dork, Nick. Wow. That's a hot guy. Like, what else is there to look at? Hello? Ah! Show her my badge, I guess. Look at that! It's my badge! I have a great deal of thanks to that badge. It's the only reason that I'm still here today. Oh, come on now, that's not true. I'm just patting my own back now. I think what Nick needs to say, it wasn't thanks to me, to the badge, it was all thanks to me! Tell the truth, Nick. I know that's what you're thinking. No way, Maya! Is there even anything else I can examine? Like, what the fuck? Man, I'm barely into this case, I'm already fucking stuck. What the hell? I can't leave this place. What else you got? What the hell? Oh, slide. Oh, there we go. Fucking shit. Wow, look at that. Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Ami, right? Yes, that's the statue of the woman who invented the Korean channeling technique, Ami Faye. This statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. That seems like something that shouldn't just be sitting out. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Ami Faye's golden statue, a statue of the founder of the Korean channeling technique. It's holding the shishisto. Shit. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me, how should I know? You should know, Maya. It's your heritage. Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. Wait, really? That thing is the Korean shishisto. It's a ceremonial sword. I said that twice. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. So they say. Just call it the shit sword. Shishisto. 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 Whatever. My captioner doesn't know what I'm saying at all. Anyway. Oh, Fui, I wanted to cut something. Wow, Maya, you violent. What are you eyeing me for? Holy crap, she wants to kill me. Oh, look, it's already 8. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that! Dine, it sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Haha, Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. That's not how this works. Haha, shall we head upstairs then? And show these small-minded girls just how fancy we are? After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day something terrible would happen. No child wants to order the kids' meal. She's very sheltered. October 12th, 10:09 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Nick! This is terrible! What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak! Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. Oh, I'm gonna turn on the TV! We've got an update on the recent treasure heist! Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of renowned phantom thief, Mask Damask. Oh dang, look at you. Look at you, captions. Getting things right the first time. Mask? The Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lord Lee Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. Exactly. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief who only targets rare treasures. Lord Lee Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure, Lord Lee Taylor? You don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask Damask. Our most valuable treasure. The Karain sacred urn was stolen. What? Right. Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn? It's only the most important treasure in Karain Village, that's all. Look, it's right there on this poster. Don't you remember what's inside? That urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Ami Faye, the founder of the Karain channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right, and I totally didn't break it. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Ami written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? My god, you dumb. Is it the star between his first and last name when everyone says it? I don't know. Maybe I have to say mask star emoji damask. Oh, my thing doesn't do the star emoji. Is that not a thing? I can do smiley emoji. And poop emoji. Fire emoji? But no star emoji. Sad. Anyway. Well. Tee-hee, there are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? Yeah, except you totally smashed that. That's right! 1 year ago, there was a murder in Karain Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn turned out to be an important clue in that case. Oops, shit, that was very fast. Part record. Sacred urn, one of the treasures of Karain Village, supposedly priceless. Looks like a plain old pot. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. Of course, monotone voice between names. Exactly. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Mr. Nick! Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen! Doesn't that even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure. So I don't see how... The village is Mystic Maya! She's the future master of the Karain School of Channeling! Yes, that one. You know what I'm talking about, Nick? I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the sacred urn back. But I'm not a detective, I'm a lawyer. That has nothing to do with this! If you're a real gentleman, you would find it in your beloved... You would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearls' fairy tale image of love. So, what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask Star Damask, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask Star Damask. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. Why? How do you even enunciate that? That was terrible. I was arrested and everything. Wait, why were you arrested? Oh, 1 year ago. 1 year ago, the murder in Karain Village. A man was killed during one of my spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Oh, Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mr. Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. She's right there! Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember, this urn used to say Ami on it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's say it didn't work out so well. Doesn't help that she can't read so good. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Or spelling either. Oh. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of saying Ami, it says I am. Fantastic. Can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. Okay. So that would make it take us back to the main exhibition hall. But the thing is, I already know for a fact, because they hinted at it, and I hate it. I fucking hate it. But Wendy Oldbag is the only person who could be the security guard, because apparently she's the only person that can be a security guard in this game. And I don't think I have the mental fortitude to deal with Wendy Oldbag right now. So we're gonna finish up for today, and I think this is a good stopping point because we did the first case, and we're on track into the second case. That old lady is going to have to wait till next time when I can not go insane seeing her face, because I know it's gonna happen, and I don't like it. But this game loves to bring her out all the time. So yeah, thank you once again, everybody, for being here and for hanging out. It has been a good day. I really need to put the HD 60 back here so the music doesn't just cut out. But yeah, we're starting up in Trials and Tribulations, and it has been good so far. We didn't die. We got kind of close, but it's okay. We solved the mystery, and Phoenix is innocent, but an idiot. And then next week, we'll be able to see who Mask to Mask really is, unless this is very long, and then we'll go halfway through. But yes, it'll be fine.